into that part of it, because they're telling me that you can be really, really good at that. You have a tendency to manifest just about anything that you want to manifest, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So they're encouraging you to use that manifestation that you have to look into your future.
Okay. That sounds pretty good. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. They're showing me that that as far as your stability or financial stability, you've got everything right there in front of you already. You have everything that it takes to strive financially. I see money swirling all around you. So that's why your team, your loved ones are pointing this out, because what you can do during this time in your life, you can also do for your future as well.
Okay, it's interesting you mention that. My future has been on my mind a lot lately, like as far as financially.
Right. And we're on the cusp of the supermoon as well. And that's also pushing you into thinking about your future and what you're going to be, do, have. So it's no wonder that this is coming up for you right now. So, but Myrtle, we are coming down to just the last few seconds of our show. So I want to thank you so much for calling in tonight, and I hope this helped.
Thank you so much. This was a lot of help, and I really appreciate it, and you definitely gave me the clarity I need.
Perfect. I love hearing that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good night, and thank you again.
You're welcome. You too. Well, that does it for me here. Another Thursday night down. We'll see you guys all next week in September. Hard to believe our summer's already gone. If you'd like to reach out to me, I have opened 6 spots for private readings in the month of September. Catch me over at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com or on Facebook at Julie Yeager Medium, or also Your Time to Shine Facebook page. Have a great week, everyone. See you next time.
Tonya Reeves, Australia Psychic Cowgirl. I'm in the car today because we've been travelling around Adelaide and we found a little park, which I was kind of hoping to set up outside, but it's pretty busy. So I just wait, I'll sit in the car, and there's a little bit of wind out there, so it doesn't always make for good hearing for my callers. So I'm in the little Suzuki. We are in Adelaide. We have come over to South Australia to watch the V8 supercars that are on this weekend, and that's at Tailem Bend. So we're pretty excited about that. That goes starts tomorrow till Sunday, and we're here to go the Ford. So we've got our Ford motorhome, our American motorhome is in amongst all the campers at the Bend. So a few people have popped in to say hello already, and looking forward to a great weekend. So I hope your week's been good. Let me see what we've been happening this week. We've had, let me see, a few curveballs for some people, not just little ones, but fairly big ones. And so I just thought I'd touch on that today when stuff gets real and we're dealt with, I suppose, deadlines or things where we feel like we're really struggling to be able to move forward because we feel like there's been I call them like a speed hump in the road, but sometimes it's also about we need to regroup. So we're still going through that energy at the moment. The Lions portal is open, which is offering big opportunities, but for some people, they're really struggling to step into it still. So I can relate to that because we all have times where the challenges become really big. And I just want to, let you know that I'm here and there is guidance around. So a little reminder at this time for those that are struggling is go catch up with a friend, go and share what it is that's going on for you at the moment because, a problem shared is halved and we often, as humans, we tend to be there for everyone else and we forget to ask for ourselves. So my message today is go and ask, if you're feeling stuck, go and chat to a friend. You'll get inspired and you will find that, things won't look as bad. So just for those that are struggling. Another thing, don't forget your affirmations. I know I say them all the time, but I truly, truly know the gift that these are to yourself and to not forget that. So, know that you have that ability to do something that doesn't cost you anything. Just write up some affirmations and have them there so that you can be connecting with them and just stick them all around the place. Really is a great, powerful tool. Another really powerful tool, again, I'll go a reminder to keep changing things up. So at least 3 things a week you have to change. Move things around, shuffle them around. If you're feeling stuck, I've had a lot of people connect with me lately that have financially been struggling. We've got to remember if we keep doing the same thing, we're not going to get a different result. So if you are struggling, we want to look at changing that. So we need to bring in some more tools, it can be just honouring yourself a little bit more. Sometimes we tend to hold on to what little money we have and we're very reluctant to let it go. And that says to the universe that we're in a scarce mindset or a poverty mindset. So if you're doing that, shout yourself a coffee, go and do a dance class. It's just feed what it is that innately makes you happy. And for some of us, it can be they're not really sure. So have a really good think about what is it that makes your heart sing. Do you have something creative you want to pursue? Do you want to go and learn how to dance or to do martial arts or go and play tennis or play golf? You could be 50 or 60 and go, you know what, I'm going to learn something new. You just have to look at the great example Louise Hay was with that. Like she went and learned something new all the time to keep her brain active and to also also have fun as you get older. So I think it's important because we can get into a rut. And as we get older, I know I'm now in my 50s and we get stuck on things because we know that that's comfortable. So I just want to remind you, do something different for you and honour who it is you are and what makes you happy. Okay, no matter what. It's about bringing that bit of extra happiness in to then show the universe that you're ready. You're ready for more. Okay, that's my little bit of advice for today. Loving you all for connecting and ringing in. Thank you very much. I'm going to go on to my first caller, Kathy in Texas. Woohoo, love Texas. Kathy, how are you?
I am good.
That's good. Have you got something you'd like me to focus on specific today? Not quite hearing, might be from my end. Kathy, can I ask, is your mum in spirit? Because I've really got this lady coming through for you. Okay, hang in there, Kathy. We are coming back for you. The phone is hung up. That's interesting. So Dave is hard at it. Sometimes we do lose callers, and like I've said before, contact me. My Facebook page is Australia's Psychic Cowgirl. You can send me in a message. If you ever get hung up on, please message me and I will connect for you, because Spirit is here. For whatever reason, sometimes you might not be live or not. Is Kathy back with us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
How are you? Yeah, I can.
I'm good.
I can.
Yes. Good.
Was there something you wanted me to focus on for you?
Yes. My relationship with this guy of 6 years, I cannot figure him out.
Can I ask, is your mum in spirit? Because I've got a lady really strongly stepping in for you. She's a bit of a character,
I have
actually.
been married twice, and this is the strangest relationship I've ever had.
All right. There's something around. So it's been 6 years, so that's a lot of strangeness, isn't it? Okay, let me just tune into what Spirit is showing me. There's something not quite right with him. Is there... Okay, I feel like I'm leading a parallel life. So does he disappear for a bit, or it's almost like he's there but then he's not there? Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay, I'm living a parallel life, but there's something, I don't necessarily feel there's somebody else with him, but I feel like there's something else with him.
Yeah. I can't read him. You know, usually I can read people, but
yeah. There's something, you're being shown this for a reason. It's like, I want to say there's something that needs to come out of the woodwork, and that will enable you to understand him more. It's like he's holding back, but he doesn't need to with you, because you're very understanding and you're really open with him, but there's something he's holding back, scared to be open with you about.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We're both divorced. He has a small child. And, he's used to the high-dollar job, the nicer things. And, of course, I'm not. I've always, had to struggle and, to do the best I can.
Yeah.
I don't think it's somebody else. Do you feel like there's somebody else?
No, I don't feel like there's somebody else, but I feel like there's something else. There's something he's feeling obligated on, and it's a little bit of a struggle for him. So it's like he can't fully commit to you while he's obligated in this other area. And I feel like he's doing something, like he's doing something else that he's not being open about, but I don't feel it's somebody else. I didn't get, there's parallel lives. So it's like he's with you and he's happy with you, but there's something he doesn't want to show you about what he is doing. There's something he's not coming clean about what he is doing, but it's not about, I don't get that there's another person involved in this. It's something.
Yeah, I just wish I knew what it was. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
Okay. You've got
you
this,
see us being fine.
Look, I think it'll come out. I feel like, and when I say that, I feel like you will connect with that. It's like it's coming to a head. So I feel like all will be revealed, so don't worry too much about it. It's almost like the less you focus on it, the more it's going to come to a head. He will be, in spirit, you're shown a lot of things, and you're quite psychic and connected. So it's almost like you've been shown this to be prepared for when it does come out. And it's like, this woman in spirit that I have for you, though, is really strong. Like, I didn't get confirmation whether your mum's passed or not, but it's like she's batting for you. So it's like she's coming through going, it's good, I've got this sorted.
Yes, I have, I'm a cancer survivor, and I had to go have a corticast removed from my main heart artery. It's been in there years too long, and I'm afraid it has grown to me. Do you see any problem with my surgery?
No, I don't, because I feel like you're very tough. And it's almost like I want to say you've outdone what the prognosis was for you. So you've already proven that you don't necessarily fit into the box of this is how it's going to go. Keep your positivity around this, because I feel like that's really important. And I feel like you do that well anyway. You're just asking me for confirmation. But deep down, I feel like you know already that you've got this, because it's like I feel like with you, you know, you've overcome so much. And it's like, okay, what Spirit has shown me, stuff has disappeared. So when you had cancer, I feel like they might have said to you that it could go this way and it could be X, Y, and Z. But when they came back and checked, it wasn't what they thought at first was going to be or what it could have turned into. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a stage 4 triple cancer survivor.
You're amazing, and that's what I mean.
For 7 years.
Yeah.
And now
you know,
get this last thing done.
Yeah. No,
and I'm going
I feel
alone, and it's a long way, so I was kind of nervous about it.
Yeah, absolutely. But you keep surviving for a reason. It's like it's definitely not your time. So it's like I just feel with you. It's like you've already proven the experts wrong. You've already, you know, you've embraced what you've needed to get through this. And it's like something like what you got to go through next isn't going to hold you up.
I have, you know, people tell me, even my doctor told me I'm a walking miracle.
You are.
You know, after stage 4, 3 cancers, colon, rectum, and an ovary, and mega chemo, and radiation, and bedridden, and now I am back up. I'm better off now than I've ever been. I got out of a horrible marriage, and I'm on my own, you know, and I'm happy. And I'm just hoping that this relationship, I love him very much. He told me he loves me.
Yep.
I know there's something that he's not telling me. And, you know, and I'm okay with that, you know, his privacy, as long as I know it's not another female.
Yeah, fair enough too. Well, that's what I feel like. It will be revealed, and it won't be along that line. So don't worry too much about it. Let it just take its, you know, run its course. Because I feel like when you find out, it won't be the end of the world.
Good.
So keep you posted,
thank you very much.
No, you deserve to have, you know, somebody supporting you. You've been amazing. And I really want to encourage you to share your story, because this lady in spirit around you, it's like, oh, she's really wanting you to, it's almost like she's acknowledging to me to share with you that this has happened for a reason. So don't, it's almost like we do things, and the way you have been a miracle, that needs to be shared to show others that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Just as I found out that I had cancer, I was taking care of my dying brother with cancer in my middle bedroom. And my other brother came down because I gave him 2 weeks to live, and I called the family. My brother from Maryland came down to stay because he couldn't make but one trip. It was 2,500 miles. And he was real sick. So I lost both brothers within 8 weeks of me going in to start my chemo and surgery. So I feel very, very, very fortunate, you know.
Yeah, you've got two angels up there looking. Yeah, absolutely. It's not your time. You're not meant to go. And that's what I see for you. It's not. And is your mum in spirit? Because who's the lady? Where does she fit? Because I feel like if she's not mum, she's a mum figure to you.
I lost my mother many years ago. I've lost 2 brothers and 2 sisters just in the last few years.
Wow. But, you really are a survivor.
Yeah. So I just feel like, you know, God saved me for a reason. I don't know why.
Absolutely.
But I'm grateful.
You're here for a purpose. Yeah. And you will be sharing that. I also see that there's a reference to you being on stage talking to people about this. So get your public speaking down pat.
Yeah. You know, I have talked to a couple of friends, and had one that I gave him the strength, he said, to hold on. But in the end, he lost his battle because his chemo port that I'm having removed, he got infected, and it killed him. So
Yeah, hence your
I'm
fear
going to
around
have
that too.
mine
That's okay.
removed.
Yeah.
I'm finally in a position where I can. I didn't have any insurance, but now I do, and I can go get it taken care of.
Beautiful. And that is perfect alignment too, don't worry. Like, it's almost like it needed to wait to now. But you've got your brothers and your mum up there, like they will make sure you will get the clear signs on what is right and what isn't. So trust that and know that they give you the signs.
Yeah, it's been hard. Real hard. I had a niece that was murdered in a convalescent home just 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just everywhere. I have a sister that's in the hospital now, and she had a heart attack. She's 84 years old.
Wow.
But it seems to be pulling through it. So as long as I know my relationship with this man is good,
I feel
good.
it. I feel it will work out. So don't worry about that. That'll be, you've been through enough, but I don't see that being major. Please let me know, Kathy, by my Facebook. Send me a message. I've got to go on to my second caller, but much love to you and all that you have been through. I cannot imagine, truly, your journey has been like, a lesser person would not have survived, but, you have. So good on you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I walked out of a 38-year marriage, because he was running around. He was doing drugs.
But see, I feel like intuitively, touch base with me on my page. I've got to go on to my second caller, but know that follow your gut. You're right on stuff, okay? Much love to you, Kathy.
Okay. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Lovely to connect. Thank you. All right, I've got Kristen in Bronx, New York. Kristen, how are you? It's Tonya here.
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Really good, thank you. What can I help you with? We're a little bit sort of short on time, so I want to make sure I cover what you'd like me to focus on for you today.
Just generally what you see.
Okay. There's a decision that you're weighing up at the moment. Now, can I ask, is that to do with relocation of where you're living, or there's some question around where you're living at this point in time?
Where I'm living at this time.
Yeah. So are you looking at moving? Because I feel like I see the option of being able to move.
I would like to.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like there's an opportunity coming up around the movement, and it's almost like that's going to happen first. So I'm moving, and that's bringing about the change that is well needed for you, I have to say. So it's like Spirit are coming in going, yep, she needs a change. I've got a male in Spirit stepping up for you who's almost like your guardian. And it's like he wants to let you know that he is around. And I feel like he looked out for you. He's a taller chap, and, it's almost like he's got his arms around your shoulders. So it's very important that you're aware that he is around for you. And it's like he's showing me, I'll fix this for you. So it's like you've been through hardship at the moment. There's a lot of things that have been happening, and you need some help and guidance.
Yeah.
So, but it's like he's going, it's all right, I've got this. There is the element of looking for the signs. You are quite, again, like my last caller, you're quite psychic and in tune. So trust what comes to you. But I feel like I want to say to you, start looking broader it's almost like if I want to move, I don't want to be fixated on the one spot. I want to look further afield with what it is. Or where it is that I want to be going. I want to just be open a little bit more than what you are at the current moment. So you might be thinking, I'm going to go here, but I feel like I want to say there's another place not that far away from there, but there's something around water, and I can see in the background mountains. So I feel like I'm going, I feel like I'm sort of going inland, but the picture that they're showing me is almost like heading towards the water.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so just be open to that, because I feel like it's almost like the opportunity is not far away, but we need you to be looking. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like opportunities here, we need Kristen to be looking around here rather than just in the one spot that you're thinking of. I want to say what Spirit is showing me is you're going to bypass. So you might have thought eventually I want to live by the water, but they're saying you don't need to wait. It's very strongly you don't need to wait. Okay, so put it out there. Around what you're doing, there's something around that's very important. There's a spiritual aspect to it. So I see you helping people, but there's something else. So it's almost like I'm at that point where I'm not quite getting what I need out of what I'm doing, and I need to change that up or step into the direction that is my big picture.
Okay.
All right. Where does Rob fit? I feel like I get shown Rob for you. Is there a male around? Okay.
Not with
just
that
be aware
name.
of that. Yeah, that they're just showing me Rob, so I don't know where that fits. Sometimes I'll throw in a name and go Rob. There's also something around a birthday. So is it your birthday coming up? Because I feel like I'm celebrating something coming up.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. There's something around a celebration coming in that you're going to be a part of. So again, they're just throwing stuff at me. It's like with Spirit, they're like, hurry, 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 get this through. So I've got to get the message through. There's something around trees for you. It's definitely important to get into nature, and I almost want to get out of my head. So I want to be aware of, I need to take time out to tune into what feels right for me.
Okay.
All right, and don't forget the creative side, because they're going, there's something you used to do and I feel like you haven't done it for a while, but we need to go back to that.
Okay. I've been thinking about stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's like they're showing me to do that, and that will also help with the career aspect. So there's something in that for you.
Okay.
All right, and where does the little girl fit in for you?
Probably my daughter.
Yeah. So it's like she's important. She's an important part of this picture. She's quite spiritual as well. So it's almost like, I feel like sometimes she gives you guidance. Like it's like she's onto stuff. So it's like she sees things and she connects with things. So it's like her ideas are good.
Yeah. She's the one that gives me the hope when I'm losing it.
Yeah, it's like and that's why she's in your life. It's really amazing. It's like she's been sent to you. I want to say like a gift from God to keep you focused and to give you that drive. But the two of you, it's like I want to embrace a new life, and I want to be open to changing and moving. So I feel like it's not as far away as you might be thinking. So please keep that in mind.
Okay, definite.
It's very important for where you live is comfy and it's home. Like it's almost like energetically it has to be right, but this place will be right. So it'll be all that you have imagined. And I really want you to put that out there, even with manifesting, write down what it is, because I feel like water is massive for you. So I just feel like that's calming. That's almost where you feel most alive, I want to say. It's like it's very important. So, you know, with your manifestation, even if you're writing, I'm now by the water in my beautiful home, and I feel like for you, I don't need a big home. I don't need something substantial. I'm happy with something, really keeping it simple, easy for me to look after, and that way I can have my life. There's also around travel. So travel's important. I feel like I'm connecting to someone who has a bit of a gypsy soul. So it's like, you love to be able to say take off, or let's go for a road trip, and it's time to have the fun.
Okay.
Okay. Have you made changes this last year so that you're more free than what you have been prior? Because I feel like that's relevant too.
I've been trying to, but life isn't as easy, but I've been changing the way I look at things.
Good. Yeah. Because this year, it'll be this year with the shift. And it's like, I want to say to you, it's like a rolling stone gathering moss. This year for you, I'm gaining more and more and more. As the months go on, I'm getting better at manifesting what it is I need. So don't forget that, and don't lose sight of it, because you will be, I honestly believe in what they're showing me, by Christmas, we're transpiring this move and we're excited.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. So get the map out with your daughter, because I feel like there's a link with her. Just get the map out and say, where are we going, sweetie? Because I feel like she'll be showing you.
Okay.
All right, so just have a look and branch out a bit further than where you're thinking. But there's a lot of happiness around this, and it is exciting. So I want you to feed into the excitement. When you feed into the excitement, you will find that you'll manifest this easily and a lot quicker than you think. And I see it happening quick.
Okay, I will definitely do that.
Woohoo! I'm excited for you. That's really cool. So, yeah, keep the faith. You've got this.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
My absolute pleasure. Keep me posted. Australia Psychic Cowgirl on Facebook. Let me know. I'd love to hear how you go. Thank you so much for connecting.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, guys, for ringing in. It's Tonya Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl. You can catch me on Facebook or Instagram, and keep in touch. Love you calling in for us. Thank you so much. I'm signing off for another week. See you next week, same time, same place. Woohoo!
Hello, cats and kittens and llama lovers everywhere. I'm Perry Lyons. I'm shaking my head because hair. And welcome to Perry Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic. I knew you'd be watching this. I know you're going to call, and I know what you're going to say. I might give you the answers. Anyway, great to see you. And as always, this is your show. So I don't know why you make me do all the work, but it's your show, and I really enjoy and genuinely love talking to everybody who calls in. As you know, every week we do the Psychic Tarot Weather Forecast. For those of you who are a little too literal-minded out there, this is not about actual weather. It's about the psychic weather. So I'm going to be drawing 3 cards, and each card will pretty accurately predict sort of the vibe for this week for everybody who happens to be magically, but by no mistake, tuning into this show. Ready? I know you're ready. Ready? Get a little readier. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's nice. These are randomly picked, which amazes me when they're this good. Okay, this card is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles means that there are a lot of new beginnings. Not like those old beginnings you have lying around. New beginnings. And this new beginning has to do with a cycle of prosperity. There's a huge hand coming out of the sky and coming out of a cloud. And it's holding a coin. This doesn't necessarily mean that a huge hand is going to come out of the sky with an enormous coin, because that's scary. What it does mean is that aces and tarot, as in poker, are very good. And the Ace of Pentacles means that it's the beginning of a new cycle of kind of prosperity and material satisfaction. So that means go ahead and order that new wallpaper. I'm actually talking to myself. Thank you. I'm going to order that wallpaper now. But take a little risk materially this week if it makes you happy, because you've got a cycle of good stuff coming up. Okay, the next card. Ooh, I call this the Volga Boatman card for no particular reason. It's just got a boatman on it. This card is interesting. It's multi-layered. It means in a wider sense that you have sort of a guardian angel at your back. You can't see him, as you can see the broad with a shawl over her head looks all depressed and sad, but she can't see that there's sort of a guardian angel type in charge. And they're going from one shore to a different shore. So in a meta way, this often means that you are much more sort of taken care of than you know. In a specific way, in the readings I've done for people in the last 10 to 15 years, for some reason, it always means that you're either taking a short trip for a couple of days unexpectedly, or you're going to either California, Florida, England, France, or New York. Don't ask me why. It almost always means that. When I get this for a client, I'm like, you going to California? And they're always like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm psychic. Okay. The third card is the Temperance card, which means have some patience. There's a big full moon in Aquarius coming up tomorrow night. And a big full moon in Aquarius, you're going to need patience because Aquarius is one crazy sign to have the moon in. But temperance means don't overdo it. If you are just starting a new exercise regime, don't try and run 25 miles at once. Don't overdo it and then stop. I know my doctor said I was supposed to run 3 miles a day for a week. And I called him after a week and I said, Doctor, I'm 21 miles from home. What do I do now? Sorry, old joke. Okay. The Temperance card does mean that this week it's best not to overdo anything. So like lay off the champagne, only have one glass. Lay off the cigars, but have some patience and know that if you've started a project, it takes time and it will come to fruition. It will work, but cut yourself a little slack, have a little patience. And that's the psychic weather for this week. Let's see what else. I'm totally ready for callers right now. So if anybody feels like calling in, that's a good thing to do. And we have Donna in, it looks like it said Tweeds Head, Australia, which is my new favorite name for a town anywhere. That's so cool. And I used to live in Australia. I wish I did now. Okay. Hi, Donna. Which part of where is Tweeds Head? Is that south or near Sydney, Melbourne?
In New South Wales. No, near the Gold Coast. I'm right on the border.
Oh, look at you, Gold Coast. I love. Can I come visit? I lived in Darlinghurst back when it was not posh, and Bondi and all those good places. Good shrimp. So, my darling, tell me your birthday because that's how I sort of tune into you.
Okay, 10th of December, 63.
Okay, what 10th of December?
Yep.
Great. Oh, and 63, your year of the, I know they call it year of the rabbit. It's actually year of the cat. I love people born in the year of the cat. And Sagittarius cat, that's an interesting combination. Sagittariuses have a very hard time with fibbing. They're not very good at it. What they are very good at is telling the truth and being warriors for justice and having a lot of fun. So tell me what your question is, my love.
Where am I at with it in the work dilemma?
Interesting. Well, this is unfair. What I'm getting is that you're a little too good at your job, and some people can be so short-sighted. People are a little resentful about that. It's almost, look, you just show up, you do your job, you're very good at it, you have a very high standard for yourself, but you don't, call out other people. But there are people, two people in particular, around you who are a little threatened by your competence. I'm not actually trying to blow smoke up your bum. This is actually true. I'm not just being nice. Does this ring true to you? Are these people a little?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because they kind of suck at their job, to be honest with you. So they want to sabotage you so they look better. I don't know why the first thing that doesn't occur to them is, hey, maybe we should do a better job. But it doesn't, because they're not that kind of person. I'm sorry, my grammar's all over the place because I'm upset for you. You do have an ally here, though. It's not somebody, it might be